Hey Chris, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Today we have two of some of my favorite people, Candace and Derick Fedders. They do Santa and Mrs. Claus and have done many, many paranormal investigations, and we love them. And let's go ahead and bring them on up.
Get them up here.
Evening,
Hi.
everybody. How are you all doing?
Hello.
Doing
Thank you.
great.
Hi.
Yes, thank you for
Welcome.
having us.
So,
As you see,
go
it's past Christmas season. We're in incognito, so we can go around watching, making sure everybody's being good.
That's right.
Around August, September, just like the Tim Allen movie, all of a sudden we'll magically get a little bit whiter.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome.
Chris, do you want to start out?
Sure, we can do that. So when I first met you guys it was you were already established and you were already Mr. and Mrs. Claus and you were very rooted in the paranormal. But I'm kind of curious, were you guys paired up as a result of the paranormal? Like, how did you guys meet? Was it paranormal based? Was it Mr. and Mrs. Claus based? Like, what's the deets on that one? I don't think I've ever actually asked you that before.
She likes to know the story.
So we met as Santa and Mrs. Claus. Derick is a third generation Santa. So his grandfather, his father, and he is Santa. I'm a second generation Mrs. Claus. Even though my mother did not don like the full outfit, she was everybody's Mrs. Claus. Like she'd go around dumping Christmas things at different people's houses and then run away in the middle of the night. And I'd always help her. Like, nowadays people have Ring cameras and stuff and she'd be arrested. So Christmas was always my passion. Christmas was always his passion. I was on a fire department up here in Greenfield, New Hampshire. And they're like, hey, you're on the fire department. Do you want to be Mrs. Claus on the top of the fire truck? We'll bring in a Santa. And you both can be on top of the fire truck and you can wave to you go through every street in town and you wave to all the houses. I'm like, sure, let's do this. He ended up being my Santa. They brought him on. And at the time we were like, we became really good friends and then we became a couple. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. Meant to be. Absolutely.
Love at first sight, right?
Yep. And then both our love for the paranormal and, things like that really brought us together even more.
That's funny. I've never actually asked you guys how you met. I don't think so.
We had a lot of time in pizza one night. We could have chatted for hours.
We could, I think I was just, you see all this white that's coming in? I think that was a result of that night. So.
That night. Connecticut Paracon, which nobody will ever forget because it was the hottest Paracon ever.
God, yeah.
It was, and it's actually the first Paracon that Chris and I met because Derick introduced us.
That's right. Yep. That wasn't where I met you guys, was it? Or was it?
No, you had met us.
No, I knew you previously. Yeah. Right.
You met us previously. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hot as fuck.
Yes.
We had these big old fans on, but it didn't help. It was really warm in that gymnasium.
So what was your first paranormal investigation together as a couple, and what specific memories from that investigation stand out for you both together?
Our first investigation. There's been so many. Wilson Castle. Our first investigation was Wilson Castle.
I was going to say our marriage.
You had me there. I've
Derick's put himself on the naughty list.
I own the list. It's okay.
I own the list. Yeah.
Ever since I was a child, I always had abilities. I was a sensitive, but I never understood it. I was always told, "Oh, you have imagination. Oh, what? You have an imagination," or, don't talk about it. You have an imaginary friend. I'm like, no, it's a spirit. No, it's so for many years, I kind of like cut it out of my life, or like, that's not happening, that's not happening. But it just kept coming back at me. And, I kept thinking, I do have an aunt that's a medium. And I kept thinking, all right, do I take after her? But my whole family thought I was just crazy. And shut up.
No, I'm reading points.
You might end up in the closet again. Well, geez. No, that's another story. That's escaping. Jesus. But I always had, visions, or I could hear spirits and things like that. But I ended up denying it. I blocked it out for many years. So a few years ago, we met this amazing drag queen, because we like to go to drag shows. And, well, we all know Monique Too Soon. And she said, hey, I'm doing this drag queen thing at Wilson Castle, paranormal. And I'm like, excuse me? And I'm like, I'm like, we're there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, as a kid, I saw spirits and different things in our old homes as I grew up. But we went to Wilson Castle with, Monique, and that was an experience. That was really wonderful. But that was our first time doing a paranormal event. And then I was just hooked. I still kept denying my abilities, saying, nope, it ain't happening, until Sam Balchusis got a hold of me. Love Sam. But we did many investigations. And then we decided one time that we were going to do it as Santa or Mrs. Claus. And that changed everything. Yeah.
That's awesome. That kind of leads me into my question for you guys. Do you ever find that because you are Mr. and Mrs. Claus, when you connect with children, they are much more apt to communicate with you back, as opposed to maybe if you weren't in costume, or if you weren't presenting yourself in that fashion? Like, do you think there's a line that there is there, if that makes sense?
I think it's a different comfort level for them, right? Where it's something that in most cases brought joy, right? And so they remember that time frame. When we were at the Winchendon Historical Society,
Whitney Murdoch Mansion,
and we were in the upstairs, we were getting EVPs saying Santa presents,
stories. And it was funny because we weren't going to do this investigation as Santa and Mrs. Claus. We were busy. We were doing a Toys for Tots event, and we were doing different fundraisers all day. And they were saying, hey, you got to come down to Massachusetts because we got this going on. We said, sure, we'll be there. But then we realized with our timing, we couldn't change. We didn't have enough time. We were late going there. So we just decided, let's go as Santa and Mrs. And it changed the whole night. I mean, everybody is still talking about it. And it was a few years ago now. But you through the spirit boxes, you heard the children, you saw the different equipment light up. You felt like people were saying they felt like things brush against their legs, like children running by to come towards us. I forget, there was a couple people that was like, all of a sudden we felt this rush of like something brush our legs to go past us and like towards us. And, I felt like, what? Santa is something that is tangible. It's something that children remember, no matter from whether they're from the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s.
Hey, there was some creepy looking Santas back
There was some
then. I've seen those pictures.
Just like the Easter Bunny. Creepy.
Oh yeah, I've seen some Easter Bunny ones that are like, Jesus.
The children seemed to be like, it brought them joy. It was something that they could hope for. And so we've realized that when we go into different places as the Clauses, like all of a sudden the mood lightens and you have this interaction. Like, you never want to think about child spirits. You don't want to think about children who are dead, children who are still here, children who are maybe trapped or doesn't want to leave a home, but that could be where they're more comfortable. This could be a place that they always felt safe, or a place they always felt loved. And that's why they remain there. And then Santa comes and they're like, wow. Yeah.
That's really cool. I love that.
Wow. What would you say is one of the strongest interactions that stands out for you with one of the children's spirits that you've come across?
When we were at the Murdoch, I felt like something was holding my knee.
Oh wow.
And then my whole knee got cold. Right. So I mean, usually when you're dealing with children, and we deal with all types of children, we specialize in children with special needs, kids who are on vents, monitors, people who can't leave their house, severe autism and stuff like that. And it just reminds me of when you approach some of the children that we do, and I'll tell the parents, just put the kid in my lap, put your child in my lap, it'll be fine. And you get this puzzled look like, you're willing to hold my child, right? So you get that feeling, and like, parents get all frustrated. Oh, we've taken enough time. We've taken enough time. The child will tell me when they're done, and then they'll get wiggly and all that. And like, okay, they're done.
Yeah.
It's the same type of feeling when you go into certain, when you go in certain environments, and you just feel this is comfortable. This feels safe, right?
Yeah.
There's a spirit child who's sitting here on my lap. We're going to let them stay there for as long as they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Just like we would another child. People seem to want to rush things as you're Santa and Mrs. Claus. Oh, jump on my lap, do this, run, have a picture, quick. But we don't, that's not who we are. We see a lot of children who are sick, so we take our time. We do that also with the spirit children. And when you felt that child there, you just let it be. And
it's a little awkward because you're expecting to see something there. I will admit that.
Yeah.
That's like we did the escape pairs as well as
the clauses, yeah.
As the clauses. And you felt when you were sitting there, a child like brush and like you felt this. And there's no child there. Right, but when you actually feel it, like a physical feeling, they're like, hey, I want to tell you what I want for Christmas. Hey, and you have to interact with that child or that spirit. Just as, because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there.
Okay. 3 out of 4, you can communicate a hell of a lot easier with them than I can. Okay. I'm just saying that right now.
You're doing great, Derick. You're doing great.
Like I need a spirit interpreter, please. Like a definitely.
Yeah.
Santa crosses all realms, and Santa has always been something a child can trust in and have joy with, and have their greatest wishes and hopes.
That is I don't know, as I'm all the positive things. I kind of speechless. It just is. It's overwhelmingly amazing to hear you guys talk about that and your interactions with children's spirits, with living children, and just the fact that you guys do that is truly amazing. I mean, you guys are lights in this world, truly.
Oh, thank you. It's a gift to us. Like, people will say, you go to the hospitals, you go to children's homes that can't go out and see Santa. You see all these children who have cancer, children who you might not see next Christmas. You see all these children, but yet you don't want anything in return. And I'm like, we do have something in return.
Yeah.
That is like the biggest blessing to us. What we get just from visiting these children and adults as well. What we get in return is, way more important, or means so much more than monetary things or gifts or things like that. We have that joy. Do we walk away sometimes in tears? Are we crying? Absolutely. Because of some of the things we see with these children and adults. But we're so blessed to be able to do this.
Yeah. It's we don't charge for what we do for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put time limits on people for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot go into some of these environments and deal with some of these families have for issues to be able to give them what everybody else has every day of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Normalcy. Right. There's a lot of families out there struggling just to understand and be able to communicate with their children. I'll tell you a little story about, there was a family who used to host a autism dance team, I think it was.
No, they ran a dance studio, but they held Christmas parties for children with autism who couldn't go see Santa in a mall or do anything. It was very quiet, low key.
I walk in. No, for these environments, I don't wear my bells or go big ho ho ho's. Right, I just walk in and they're all watching a Christmas movie, and this one little boy turns and looks. He's like, Santa. Looks back at the TV. Head snapping, Santa! All the kids around. Now, there's 25 autistic kids in this room. And they're pointing on TV. Yes, it's Santa. It's Santa. It's like, no. And then they all looked and all hell broke loose.
Oh, it's chaos. But it was.
We were there for almost an hour and a half. We took pictures with every kid, every family, all the kids together. We're leaving. And the parents are crying because they never thought they'd get pictures with Santa. Yeah. Now, me, the guy I am, I'm running out the door because I'm starting to get the tear, the little dribbles. And they're holding her and she's starting to cry.
Yeah.
It's like you see a child and they're like way across the room and they're like, nope. And so 15 minutes later, all of a sudden you see them partway to you. And you're doing things, and we read Christmas stories. Now we teach sign language, like Christmas sign language. And all of a sudden, they're a little bit closer. Maybe an hour later, they're like really close. And all of a sudden, they're like, Santa. Yeah, Santa. And it's just, you give them that time to warm up. And just like human children, we do that with the spirit children as well. Some people talk to them right away. Well, they still need their time to warm up, to us, just like any child.
No, you have to set the scene. Mm-hmm. You have to set everything up so they feel like they have that comfort. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have to look past things and block other things out so they can come and approach.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows, I'm like the loudest person. I'm from Boston. I get the Boston really bad. Shut up. Really bad accent. I have the really bad. I can be very loud, but I'll remove myself from the naughty list. But just like you would with children, you have to tone it down with spirit children, spirit adults. Like people want to go in with their loud equipment and their spirit boxes, and they want their spirit boxes on super, super loud, and they want to be like, hey, children, talk. And you're like, hold on, Santa's here. Let's calm it down a little bit. Let's go in a little bit quiet. And some people might not understand that at the beginning, but then they're like, oh, I get it now. Because that's when we start really getting the responses.
That's cool. Go ahead, Raven.
What would you say as far as the spirit children, or even maybe some of the adults that are in spirit that you've come across, if you could pick maybe one or two moments where you experienced them going through a healing of some sort through what you were doing, could you share that with us a little bit?
A healing. I don't know if I've ever felt that.
Yeah. You just feel warmth and love. I guess that would be a healing.
Mm-hmm.
You like as a medium or somebody just really getting into my abilities. Like for me, like we've had spirit children, and all of a sudden I just feel that warmth, and all of a sudden, like I feel like it's called like the explosion in my body, where all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, and like I feel like I get that hug. I mean, that's, but
I want that. I
Aw.
want a spirit hug.
Oh,
you
we need distance hugs.
know, there's not
COVID
like,
hug.
Go gadget hug.
I
Yep.
don't think there's one big moment, but
Oh.
just little, really little good moments.
It's funny because when we've done events as the Clauses, it's different because I don't leave exhausted. It's not mentally, physically draining because I'm basically just waiting for them, right? I'm not forcing anything where when you deal with, I'll call them human kids or human people, right? You have to try to think in advance what they're going to do, how are they going to react, so you can either tone something one way or another or adjust. I mean, my wife laughs at me all the time. I'm a big guy. I'm getting down on the floor, crawling around with the kids on the floor. It's getting much harder and harder every year to get up off the floor. I can guarantee you that.
I'm like, he's the only Santa I will see him belly flop down on the floor and play with the kids. I'm thinking to myself, how are you going to get yourself up?
Yeah.
It's usually crawl to the nearest sofa or a couch and use it as leverage.
I'm kind of curious.
You
Oh,
did
go ahead,
have one
Candace.
nonverbal child speak, and the parents just lost it.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
That's amazing. That is truly
A
amazing.
nonverbal autistic child spoke.
Holy cow. What did he say, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't remember.
I
Which
don't
one
remember
was it?
because the parents were just flipping out, and
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it. The little boy, that little boy, yeah. Because I didn't hear what he said, but they were like, they lost
Was
it.
that the one this year that I was
The
crawling
little
around
boy,
on the
yeah,
floor?
yep.
It was funny because we would bring little goodie bags and it's like little foam balls and stuff like that, and didn't want anything to do with me when I first got
Oh
there.
no, he was like,
So
no.
I'm on the floor and she's got a little red ball and she gives it to me and I roll it to him. He looks, rolls it back. So I don't roll it as far. So he's come a little bit closer. And then it just goes back and forth. And again, it's a challenge for some of these to get everybody in one picture, right?
Right.
So when you get to the point and it's like you start throwing it, and they had a friend taking pictures. So I tossed the ball up so they got a picture of us both looking up at the ball. You know, it's just small things like that that are going to give these parents memories.
But then all of a sudden, he was that child was all in.
Oh, then they get
All in.
angry when I leave.
But, you know, it's
You bring him back.
Yeah.
you know, we treat all children, adults, and spirit children. You have to treat them all the same.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's just
Yeah.
finding the way they can communicate the easiest.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, it's a struggle because I don't have the advanced abilities of the other three present on this screen. I'm the nerd, and it's kind of awkward if I walk into a house with a spirit box, you know.
but you don't do that as Santa. But I mean, you are coming into some abilities. You are finally letting go and learning. And I'm still trying to figure myself out because I denied for so many years. But I really want to delve more into working with children, spirit children, Christmas, going to other places. That's something we I'll add you, Santa. I'm thinking it's all
I'm the
about,
silent in the we.
I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it. No. But it's, you know, we really want to delve into more of the paranormal, the children, because what I see is you go to a lot of these haunted homes or different places, and people concentrate more on what people say are evil spirits or spirits that are not nice. Or I mean, that's where a lot of the paranormal people go. Like, who died? What did they do? What happened here? But everybody forgets they're also children that have been involved, or children that are there. You think of decades. This home has been here for decades. It's not just one family, but there are different multiple generational families. And you have to remember that no matter where you are, there are also children. And I'd like to start more of the, investigations where you're talking to the children, not who you think are evil spirits or spirits that are creating issues. We know children are naughty. We know that they're mischievous. I want to see what they're doing in these homes. But you want to, I want to get more into that realm and work with that.
That's incredible. Marla posted a comment saying, "I want you two to know how much this granny appreciates what you do. I got to see a couple like you give my 13-year-old grandson, who was at Duke Hospital in NC, is that North Carolina, I would think, get his last Christmas gifts ever. Then the same couple went to Ronald McDonald's house, and they bought Christmas presents for my son. Oh my goodness. It's like small writing for me. My grandson's little brother. Thank you for what you do."
Thank you. That means a lot to us. So thank you. My heart.
We also do a lot with the Toys for Tots. We do the hospitals with them. And sometimes it's really gut wrenching, right? You're going in there trying to lift their spirits of the environment of what's happening where they are. You're trying to give them, but I'll tell you what, myself personally, I've gone through some sticky situations of carrying memories of the good I brought with what I saw. We did an event once, and a little girl came up and said, "I'm dying of cancer."
Greenfield, New Hampshire.
And I looked at her and was like, "Would you like to pray?" And she says, "I'd like that." I never saw her again. Right. So it's things like that. I know I'm here for a purpose. And if I can help using my chunkiness and my beardness, just bring happiness. It's life's too short to be miserable. And if you can help somebody out and just make them smile.
It's when you have a family that will contact you throughout the year, June, July, August, and they say, "Can you come now? We need you. This person won't be here for Christmas. Can we do Christmas now?" And we're on the ready. I'll hide my hair, wig, whatever. But like I said, September, October, we all of a sudden Tamel and go white. But you have to be there. And then you wonder, how can we possibly visit these children and adults who have passed? And that you've seen them for a few years, or you've seen this time, and then you're not going to see them again. And then that's what makes you wonder. That's what gets your heart going, is even though they've passed, their spirit is still the child. Their spirit still, needs this joy wherever they might be, because they could still be with their family. They're not leaving their family. And so you think about that. You think about, where are they now? What are they doing? Are they still watching their family? They are. And you're happy that you brought them that joy before they left this earth the way they did. But you wonder, can you still bring them joy? Can you still give them a gift?
Yeah. I would think that the answer would be yes, you still can. That's just my opinion, but
Mine too.
Well, you can hear them. I can't.
says you.
I'll tell you what, if they start unwrapping a present that I bring them, I'm done with it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I am curious about something in regards to the children's spirits that you've connected with as the ParaClauses when you're out and you're in full costume, right? You've done investigations as that, obviously. And I'm sure you've gone to places like repeatedly, right? So you've been there as the ParaClauses, but to the places that you've gone back again to, have you ever gone incognito and still been recognized by the spirits as Mr. and Mrs. Claus?
It's funny because we don't say it. It's a weird thing. You don't say it, but I felt like going back to S.K. Pierce, that when you suddenly feel that, like, hold on to your lower leg, you think, all right, that's a child holding me, because an adult's not going to be holding on to my leg or brushing up against, unless it's a cat or an animal, you don't know. But going back to S.K. Pierce, you felt like there was a child or something that was walking around and strutting. You felt that spirit. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a feel good moment, you know.
Usually when we go on investigations as the non-ParaClauses, I'm too busy setting up equipment, doing all the gear, and watching over everybody who's there, making sure stuff doesn't go awry. But yeah, you know what? To be honest, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
It was almost like a second persona when I put on the suit, and the language changes, the emotions changes, the demeanor changes.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see if you guys went back to a location that you were as the ParaClauses when you went. Go back when you're not that. You're just in normal clothes, right? And just ask them, hey, do you know who I am? Do you recognize me? And if they say Santa or Mrs. Claus, I'd be like, talk about validation. That'd be cool.
I would love to do that, the Whitney Murdoch. I would love to
cool.
back to Whitney.
If you guys do that, please let me know the results. Or if you do go, let me go with you.
We're coming.
You're right. That's great.
So I'd like to know the closet story, because I'm curious now because of Lauren's comment. So please share.
The closet story.
So
I think Lauren is on here somewhere, but yeah.
Well, she admitted to comment.
Yeah.
So Saturday night we were up at SK Pierce, and we're on the third floor, and me and Danny decided to go in the closet together to investigate.
Now, have you both been to the SK Pierce?
No.
Okay.
You know where the pool table room was, Chris? Up on the third floor where
the men used to hang out, the closet.
So
it's got a portal.
Usually Danny and I are called the protectors of the groups. We pay attention to everybody, make sure if people start to get taken over, we try to pull them back and all that stuff.
Yep.
Well, me and Danny kind of abandoned the group, and we sat in the closet for a little bit, and all we could feel was a cold breeze across our ankles the whole time. And then we came out, and everything went downhill from there, basically.
Yeah, everything went downhill from there.
I'm going to keep my inappropriate jokes to myself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was a good night to start with, and then kind of changed. It was a very interesting night.
When you say it changed, what do you mean? Like the investigation changed, the atmosphere, like everything?
It went south quickly.
Yeah.
Really?
Normally we go there, and there's past history.
Quickly downhill.
Lauren just said that. Usually you go there, and I mean there's history there. There's stories of rape. There's stories of slaves that had gotten pregnant, that were killed.
Spontaneously combusted there too, right?
Huh? Yes.
The gentleman who kind of spontaneously combusted.
Yep. He actually he didn't spontaneously. He burned himself to death.
Smoking, right? Yeah.
But usually, I've always, when I go and I do an investigation, I'm usually like the person that's doing the Reiki, the energy, protecting everybody. Well, this time I needed help. Lauren and I, we both got removed from the building.
Holy cow.
Got taken outside. I don't even remember getting taken outside. We both got removed out of the building. And then I just remember us laying on the, or sitting on the lawn, hugging each other.
Yeah, you know.
But that's what I needed.
And they complained about my saging them because it smelled like weed.
So it did smell. But normally.
Churro sage?
Positive. Well, it was Massachusetts. I don't know.
It could have been anything.
So the SK Pierce Mansion has new owners. Yeah. Things have changed. Things have moved around. It's now an Airbnb. People get, or when you go investigate, you can stay there the whole night. They even have new beds in there in areas that were not beds before. People can stay overnight. So they're thinking that maybe somebody could have done something, Ouija board, people do things that they shouldn't have been doing, whatever. But it just, so we felt it at Christmas time. There was like a little shift. Something was not quite right. And we've been there several times. This time it was totally different. Now, usually the spirits there would like screw the men. You know, they would screw them. This time, these spirits, and they felt new, were after the women. And women who had been there before. And it was just, I got really anxious. I got angry. Poor Scott Allen was with us, and I wanted to punch him because he was in my freaking way. And it's not me. And I didn't tell Scott that, so now he's going to know.
Yeah, he's going to know, yeah.
All of a sudden, my anxiety started going up, and I was like, I just wanted to punch everybody.
Lauren wants to tell you about the growl.
And the growl, yeah. And I wanted to run, right? So they brought us outside, saged us, calmed us down. And then Sam, because it was Sam Baltrusis, wanted to do his like seance, right? Mm-hmm. So they were going to do the seance, and they were doing it in the women's parlor. But they decided, Lauren and Candy, you need to be outside this. Don't be a part of this, because whatever was there was trying to affect the two of us. So we're like kind of like sitting by the men's parlor in chairs, but kind of in the hallway. They were doing our seance, and this girl, Jennifer, was channeling. And there's something happened early with Jennifer where I saw a big man, like huge big man. She was doing the SDs, and this big man with overalls. I've never actually seen like a full-on person before in my mind. I saw a big man with overalls, and I was like, I said it going, I don't get this. I don't understand this. I don't know what's going on. That was before I got the anxiety and the wanting to punch. But so they're doing the seance, and Jennifer, the girl that was in the Estes upstairs, was kind of like going under, and she started like feeling a woman, child, whatever. It was Marion who's the manager there at the SK Pierce. Lauren and I were sitting. They were closing out the seance. So they did the ringing of the bell, and they tapped really loudly down, like closing. As that was happening, we heard a right behind Lauren, I, and Miriam, like this loud, like, and we all jumped at the same time and turned and went, what the F was that?
Yeah.
Miriam, all the cameras, Miriam has cameras. Well, the SK Paris has cameras. Miriam went back to listen, to watch it. The camera had shut off for 9 minutes around it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Just in that time, the camera shut down.
Jeez.
Nothing. And she showed it to us because we're all like watching for it, trying to listen. Wasn't there. But it was the whole, like, so we were supposed to be there from 6 to midnight. I think this was like all around 9:30. We're like, yeah, we're all done.
Oh, we lost Christopher.
We lost Christopher.
No, I'm still here. I just had to blank out the screen for a minute.
Okay. So we were like 9:30. We're like, wow, it's only 9:30. Like, we're all done. That's how I'm like. So we all like kept in there. Everybody went upstairs. People did different areas, but Lauren and I, we like stayed out of it. We're like, we're gonna sit in the kitchen. We're gonna do this.
It was
so different that everybody there did not want Lauren and I a part of it. They were like, no, because whatever it is wants you to. Jeez. But it was a very different night. We actually ended up leaving like 11:30. Because we had to pack up because Derick had cameras in every room. We had, different things going on. So we had to pack up all the equipment.
Yeah, never trust me when running cameras. So,
Danny.
Poor Danny and Chris.
Chris, Aroju, the one that always goes around with Sam, young Chris.
So the girls and I were all downstairs watching the cameras.
This is after shit happened.
And they're like, "Can you talk to them?" Well, I didn't bring a mic to put into the system. I'm like, no, but I can set the sirens off on my cameras.
Mind you, it's pitch dark where they are up in the nanny's room.
Oh my gosh.
But we can see them because it's night vision on the camera because we had a big screen TV downstairs to watch every camera.
So I sort of hit the siren and watched Danny come unglued and almost out of his shorts. And Chris
was like,
but I have to admit, it changed the whole mood.
It really did.
Of that night. From that point on, it was more upbeat. It was fun.
Lauren and I needed that moment.
Oh my God, Lauren and Candace were laughing so hard. And like, I don't believe you did that. I'm like, yeah, I did it.
He needed new boxers, Lauren says.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
Danny to always bring his just in case pants.
When we investigate, we actually hang out with some of the best people.
Oh yeah,
non-judgmental people who will actually listen. Right, that's the hardest part. There's so many people who are in it for the notoriety, for the money, or they think they're going to get money. Right, it's just go and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I at that night, if you had asked me that night if I would ever go back there, I at that moment I'd be like, oh hell no. But now I really want to go back because one, I didn't get a chance to connect with Maddie Cornwell there, who is the nanny who I always connect with. I want to go back and talk to Eno because our conversation got cut short. But it's like I'm like, I can't let something like that affected me differently than ever before affect me from ever going back.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because I'm going to quote Lauren here because she calls Danny and I protectors. If Danny works with her, I work with Candace. But when we're all together in a group, me and Danny are just like on the outsides, always looking in. And whenever we've separated from the group or left our spouses' sides, something goes south.
Yeah.
That's when I was in the circle with Sam doing a seance. Danny came in away from the ladies. Something happened to them. We were in the closet together. Something happened to them.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever it was, knew how to get the best opportunities and pick the right time to do what it wanted to do.
Right.
And the funny thing is, I'm usually the one that's a protector. I'm the one that's usually doing the Reiki, the energy. Like we went to Wilson Castle one time and 3 different people got taken over, channeled, like needed protection. Like we had one person get taken over. So Sam was yelling at me to go to them. It was Heidi Kemper had, it was a violent the way poor Heidi got taken over. And that's when we were doing a seance. And I was trying to help Heidi. I was doing that. Then after that, somebody else, Chris got taken over, our son, Chris, trying to help him. Then I got called to somebody else. And so this whole night I'm running around helping, doing energy, removing stuff. And then, so I'm usually the one that's trying to help and protect people. But this time I was the one that needed it. So that just threw me off and just really upset me the whole time. Yeah. But I'm like, this Claus is not supposed to be the one getting mad and wanting to fight people because I was getting ready to punch Scott Allen and that poor guy didn't even know it. He didn't even know. I'm like, you just stepped in my way and I'll take you down.
Skiing Manor too. Yeah.
Skiing Matter. Yep. With Chris. Yep.
I love Scott, but I bet you could take him, Candace.
Yeah. Poor Scott. He doesn't even know.
You said it, not us.
I would hope he would laugh at that. I hope he would know that I was.
I didn't
being
even
funny.
tell him that I was getting ready to punch. And then he wanted to go upstairs with me to go get my REM pod. And I'm like, oh, go away.
Yeah.
Not me at all. It was just kind of funny. But poor Scott.
You have one of the most kindest energies. And so picturing you like that, it's a little bit funny because we don't see you in that way.
Yeah.
I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's the fighting spirit. That's awesome.
Oh.
No, it's funny because I never thought I'd use my Reiki training.
Yeah.
And I actually had to this weekend.
Yeah. Better to need it and not have it than have it and not need it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, when I try to be loving all the time and I try to help people and I try to like, I'm always the one giving everybody hugs. I love hugs. But I wanted to punch and get rid of everybody the other night like it was nobody's business. It was a good thing you weren't there, Chris and Raven, because
right. I think I would have cried if you told me you wanted to punch me. I'd be like, no, why?
Yeah.
What did I do to you?
Yeah, what did I do? Yeah.
Danny said to me, he said, you were clenching your fists. You were angry, but you look like you were crying at the same time. I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, wow. So you weren't even you weren't even cognitively aware that that was happening?
I remember bits and pieces, but I don't remember what they were saying to me. Yeah. I don't remember leaving the building to go outside onto the lawn. I remember hugging Lauren, sitting on the ground hugging Lauren. But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this not supposed to be happening to me. I'm Mrs. Claus. What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah.
But you know what? That also goes to show that it could happen to anyone. You could be the kindest person there is. And in some of the locations, you know, it happens.
You need your guard up and you need protection. You need to go in, have a boundary within yourself, have a boundary to them, tell them your boundaries. And we all do like what I don't know if you know Sam's crystal shield of protection, the whole thing that Sam does before we start doing any investigation or thing. But I think that what was I saying outside?
You were actually saying all that when you're outside.
I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying outside? I don't understand. But it was just you know, you have to, and I think that because we all do it as a group, the protection, the boundary, I think you still need to do something within yourself to do that. And I didn't do enough.
Well,
possibly, or I'm just too open. I don't understand what happened. And we had Spirit Squad meeting earlier today and early tonight, and I'm like, I don't understand it.
Oh, yeah. No, the whole thing is,
she said, this isn't me, I'm the protector.
I think people get comfortable when they go to the same place over and over again, right? Mm-hmm. So your guard's not as defensive when you go in there as protecting yourself. I didn't feel anything this time. I'm not going to feel anything the next time.
Yeah.
Right. Then you go the next time and it's a total different day, total different phase of the moon. All that, right? It just you never know who's there before you. Since you were there, what did they bring in? And people don't understand. Just because you're going to investigate, you could be carrying crap with you, spirits, bad spirits, and they're just riding your coattails to like find an easier place to reside.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know you don't know what's changed in there. Like I always say, you can change any spirit's narrative. Like you can have the nicest, sweetest person in any home. This spirit can be the kindest person, but you have like people who are investigators like us. People go in going, "What'd you do? Are you angry? What'd you die from?" Blah, 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 blah. And they like go in like barking like that, and eventually you're gonna piss that thing off. That poor spirit who's normally a nice person, but they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm fighting back. You know, like. So you're going to change their narrative. You're going to make them be like from the sweetest person to all of a sudden they're defending themselves and they're going to get angry with you and they're going to be really think in these investigations and anything you do, you can change a spirit's narrative. You can change who they are and you can also manifest crap too.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
Lauren, how am I supposed to take that? I had a chink in my armor.
Eric, Jesus.
She never got. She have
I'm laughing chink. What do you? All right. So for anybody on here who doesn't know,
oh my God,
I'm a chink.
Oh my.
But that's not what Lauren meant. I just read it wrong.
Jesus, Derick.
So I'm half Chinese. So things like that crack me up. I'm sorry. Well, this podcast has gone downhill real quick.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, one of the other things I notice when you start doing investigation, when people decide to name things.
Oh, yeah.
When you start to name entities, whatever spirits, whatever they are, you're giving them then an identity, right? And when you give someone identity, it's going to manifest into whatever you're giving that identity for, positive or negative, right?
That's true. Comment section's probably going wild right now.
I wasn't able to join chat because of the laptop, but I see it.
Christy's making a few comments on. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here to laugh and have fun. Life's too short to be miserable.
That's right. That's right.
No, but I actually really would love to go back to the Whitney mansion, the Whitney Murdoch mansion, as the Clauses, or even not, and just say, do you remember us? Because those moments upstairs where we weren't even supposed to be there as us.
We crashed
the investigation. Basically. That's also the night that they had a really hard time at the church. But Lauren and Danny were there as well. Lauren and Danny, I think it's whenever you guys are with us. What the hell?
There are twins.
I would love to go to see if any of them said that they remember us, or see if they come more quickly to us, or I'd like to put out. We didn't have anything with us that night for like toys or gifts because we really weren't supposed to be there. But I would like to, bring toys or something that light up, or have something that maybe we could see them.
A teddy bear EMF detector.
I do have a teddy bear EMF detector that the teddy bears.
The Boo Buddy? Or is
yes, I have the Boo Buddy Junior. I want the Boo Buddy. But I have the Boo Buddy Junior, and the heart lights up red when
I gotta say, I've seen those Boo Buddies, and at least the one that I saw, it was like, it was like A, B, C, D, and then it's like it waits for the spirit to finish, or it'd be like, it's cold in here, brr. I'm like,
that's the one.
I don't like that at all.
I want that one. Mine doesn't talk; it just makes music, or it does that and the heart glows.
I'd probably bring that one home and forget to shut it off.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
I'd wake up in the middle of the night, A, B, C. Oh my Lord!
So, do you see this little guy behind us?
I have noticed him a few times. Yeah.
I brought him here because Gwen likes to always ask about him. You know who he is, right?
I don't.
I recognize him, but it escapes me what he's from.
So, this is Glenn from the movie Chucky. He's Tiffany and Chucky's son.
Oh,
Glenn.
That's right.
Okay.
The story about how I got Glenn is kind of creepy.
So your son actually told me this weekend how you are a massive Chucky fan.
Yes, because of Glenn, just a little bit. Most of my house is Chucky. So I used to work for a company that did repos. And so when you do repo a car, you have to clean out all the car, box up everything, all the personals from the vehicle, and hold them for the owner of the vehicle to come back for. Now, the company that I work for, these people were extremely religious, although the owner, he was a big biker dude, but very, very religious. We went to go open up this vehicle, and we were opening up the back hatch, and I was probably 3 feet away from the vehicle, and the big biker dude owner, religious guy, was opening up the back of the vehicle. He opens it up. Now I'm behind him like 3 feet. Glenn here, which I've named him Ezekiel because I wanted him to have a biblical name. So Ezekiel here leaped out of the vehicle, past the owner, and onto my chest.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Out of the car, it was 3 feet.
Damn.
The owner of the company went, I'm out. He goes running. And I'm now got this doll in my hands. And I'm like, what do I do with it? I'm like, well, I felt like I couldn't box it up. I couldn't bag it. I couldn't put it in the storage area. I did not know. I'm like, for some reason, I can't do this. I brought him into the office and I sat him in a chair next to my desk and I start working. The owner's wife is like, what is that? I go, the doll. She looked at it because it's got the teeth in it and she goes, get it out of here. Get it out. I'm like, well, I can't box or bag it up for some reason. She goes, take it home. She goes, take it home. And I'm like, I go, what if the owner comes back for it? She goes, you work here. You can bring it back. I'm like, fine. So I had my grandchild's car seat in the back seat of my car. So I strapped it into the car seat. I drove around with it forever.
Oh, no.
So the people never came back for it. So he ended up being mine. But the thing is, and I've taken him to different places. He does have attachments, but different mediums and different people everywhere say he's got attachments. We treat him like he's a child. We treat him because he thinks he's a real child. He moves things and he gets very protective. One Christmas, because I had all my like creepy dolls in front of the Christmas tree. As you see, I dress them up all for Christmas. One Christmas, the grandkids were coming. I took all the dolls, including Ezekiel, put them in big baskets and put them in the camper. The kids came for Christmas. They're like, Mom, where's our brother? I'm like, Ezekiel? They go, yeah, where is he? I go, oh, I put him out in the camper. Everybody's like, Mom, why'd you do it? Chris was one of the ones going, Mom, our son Chris, he's like, Mom, why'd you do that? Mom, I'm like, it'll be fine. The next day we go into the camper. All the dolls are laid out on the floor of the camper, except for Ezekiel, who's sitting in the basket. Now, it's a 30-foot camper. Wind, nothing moves this camper. Why the dolls come up out of the sides of the basket, and they're like, I come running in. He's working. I'm like, something's going on in the camper. But yeah, things will move. Things will change. You feel, we brought him on investigations, and people have been like, whoa.
Oh, brought him up to Wilson Castle.
Wilson Castle, yeah.
When, the funniest part is she said she strapped him in the back seat, in the car seat. She went through the McDonald's drive-through. Asked for a kid's meal.
Oh my God, that's great.
How funny.
Lady
Not for him, for me.
opened the window, looked in the back seat, and hucked the food at her.
Yeah, because so I only eat a little amount. I just wanted a Happy Meal. I just want a little chicken nugget Happy Meal.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a little bit.
I forgot the windows were down because it was warm. And she opens up the window. She goes, here's your Happy, and threw it at me and shut the door. And I'm like, what's up with her? So I go to the next parking lot and I'm eating and I look in the rearview mirror and I see him and I'm like, oh. I called Derick. I'm like, well, I can't go back to that McDonald's ever again.
Yeah, you scarred her for life.
I don't know. But yeah, he's with us all the time. If you ask our son Chris about his brother Ezekiel, he'll tell you all about him.
I'm gonna text him when we're done.
Yeah.
So I met your little brother.
He's like, oh, Ezekiel. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I dress all my creepy dolls like in some sort of Christmas outfits. It's kind of no, but I do have a lot of Chucky. Lots
Yep.
of Chucky.
That's cool.
So, do you have any specific events coming up? How can people reach out to you if they would like to get a hold of you? All those fun things.
We just
started a
we just
webpage.
started a new webpage for the ParaClauses.
That's amazing.
It's in the works now because it was always just like Santa Derek or Mrs. Candy Claus. Then we decided, well, everybody wants us now for more the paranormal, side of it and events. So we just started a new page for it's a website. So we have to do a Facebook page as well.
Mhm.
But it's the ParaClauses.
Well, no, it's not the ParaClauses. I put it together. I know what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
It's MRS Mrs.
Mrs.
C
C
and Santa.com.
and Santa.
And then from that page, you can go welcome to the Clauses or welcome to the ParaClauses.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, we are getting a lot of response for the ParaClauses, which is like you guys. It's amazing. We never would have thought that, there'd be so much interest in it, but we're having fun. It's meant a lot to us,
And we're meeting some pretty cool cats.
We are meeting a lot of great people, like you guys.
Man,
so-
I would not want to know what this world would be like had I not met you guys.
I agree.
I mean, it's
Well, this one time in Connecticut would have really sucked.
Yeah. When everyone left except for you guys. Oh my God.
hey, we had
Hey, we had
I
some
wasn't
good pizza.
I wasn't leaving till we left, figured out what we were gonna do,
That's right.
and then that was the best pizza I've had in a long time.
It was good pizza,
It was
I
just
think
a good time, good chat, good talk,
Yeah.
kibble.
good conversation, good hanging out.
I
You
mean,
know?
you brought Chris and I together to meet. So without you having met both of you, who knows if I would have met Christopher or not?
Yeah, it's all.
You never know.
He was right across from you. It's hard to miss him.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you never know. We might have not
Yeah, that's right.
talked at the time. You never know.
And
Probably
Raven,
would've happened then.
Raven had me at a little ghost.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I recognize him.
That was at Mass Paracon
Mhm.
Nice.
with you and Matthew.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have a table down there.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna be just for the radicals.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are staying for the Mass Paracon, if you're staying at the hotel in Middleborough, as part of Mass Paracon, I'm the ambassador for everybody at the Middleborough Red Roof Inn,
Oh, shit. What's the date?
which is not that far from the Mass Paracon.
What are the dates for that?
It is.
If you didn't put it on the calendar, we're all in
No,
trouble.
it's
just
on the
let you know.
calendar. Yeah, so I'm the ambassador for everybody staying at the Red Roof Inn in Middleborough. And it's funny because that's the hotel that I usually stay at when I go home to my family because I grew up down there.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
I don't see it.
I grew up in the Bridgewater Triangle,
Oh.
The Huckamuck
the
Swamp.
Huckamuck Swamps. As a kid, we used to go partying in the Huckamuck Swamps. That's where I met my first Pukwudgie. Did not know what it was until just recently. I'm like, oh God, that's what that
Lauren
was.
beat me to it October 2nd through the 4th.
Okay, I'll put it down on my calendar so it's
Currently
there.
have nothing going on. Well, no, I don't.
I thought you both were vendors there.
For the Mass Paracon, I'm currently not. That'd be cool too.
That would be
look into it.
awesome.
Yeah,
And
contact Sam.
unfortunately, when they do the main HorrorCon, we're going to be in the big boat in the middle,
Of
going
Greece.
from Italy to Greece. So
Yeah, so we're missing the main HorrorCon this year.
Ah, breaking my heart.
It broke ours too when we realized the
Hey.
dates, but
But
hey,
honestly, you know what? You guys deserve it. Have fun out there.
it's just like
Absolutely.
a pair of old blue gym shorts.
funny. So
Oh my
Chris,
God.
did Haley tell you that I kept talking about that man all night?
Did you? Yeah.
And I kept thinking, oh my God, this guy is just won't leave me alone. And I'm doing mics.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then you got him. And it was,
That
I
was
was
it.
cracking up, but I will tell I did not get the shorts part.
So
No.
when we're off camera, I will tell you what that gentleman said to me after the fact.
Oh,
But
that would be
Do
interesting.
you want to tell everybody what we're talking about? Who made, because Raven wasn't there. I don't,
So we
was
were
at
at the Augusta,
the Augusta Civic Center. Yep.
and Scott, Allen, and Chris were doing an event of mediumship,
The
and
gallery. Yeah.
the gallery reading, and Chris was up there, and he's picking this one guy that's talking to him, communicating with him, and he goes for about 3 or 5 minutes, and can anybody validate this? And this one gentleman raises his hand, and the first question, did he ever do a grab and go?
Is that what it was called?
Case race. Case race.
Race.
And he's like, yup. And he's like, I can't say this other part. And he's like, go ahead, say it. It doesn't matter.
Everybody's like,
Mind you, in front of 330 fucking people, mind you.
And he's like, okay, I have this vision of the old blue sweat gym shorts with the white lining on them.
I forget how you said it.
And he's like, yeah, and his balls are hanging out.
The guy's like, yep, that's my buddy, all right. Like,
yeah, there's only so many key points that would pinpoint directly to him because no one else was taking that one.
yeah, that really kind of narrowed it down. I mean,
that was fun. We also had a really good time at the Salem Paracon, where it was so funny because Charles and Thomas kept saying, you guys gotta be vendors, and we're like, we can't. It's a really hard time of the year. It's a part of our busy season. We can't do it. They're like, we really want you guys to be vendors. I'm like, we'll stop in really quick for a few minutes, but we can't be vendors. And then all of a sudden we show up as the Clauses. Freaking Charles lost it. He was like, oh my God, this is the best. And then Santa goes up to Jason Voorhees and gives him that ribbon that says, I made Santa's nice list. And Jason Voorhees like, oh.
It was James Stokes, I think, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the Rogaine, Lauren. Yeah. Sometimes this shit comes up in readings, and I'm like, I don't even like. I'm not trying to be the embarrassing one. Like, I don't know. Like, Lauren's, I don't know. She can tell you the story about the Rogaine, but
it was. We've had a lot of good times together. Not even, it's. But
it's the one punchlines, right? It's you sit there, and for me, I'm in awe because he's communicating with people I can't see, and then just the specific detail.
Yeah,
it's like when I Raven did my past life regression last summer, and I still can't put words to it, and it's interesting because the day I got back. I get up. I went and
I'm sorry.
I had AI translate what I was telling it into pictures, and I sent them over to Raven.
Yeah, it
was a weird experience for me, and again, it's one of those things that I just always have more questions, right? I'm the guy who's digging deep into everything that I know, and you get to the rabbit hole, and it's like, I just need more answers. Nobody's got them.
Yeah.
Right now I'm reading the Ethiopian Bible and the Book of Enoch, right?
Enoch is great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, okay, but you get to that point, who's got the answers?
I mean, ultimately, no one really does, right?
When you do get it, I think they're trying to tell us about it, but they don't know how to translate the same levels.
I mean, I think that we could essentially go back in and view those and maybe communicate with some of the people that can help you to translate those further at some point.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
We have to get back out to Salem anyhow.
We do. We have to come out to Salem. And you're all coming out here on June 6th, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
not everybody. We can't afford everybody on the chat line.
No, it's we love you guys and we appreciate everything you've done. You both have taught me a lot, and you both have allowed me to be open. You have allowed me to work on my abilities and think about mediumship at a different level than I ever did before. And I think that every time that we interact, I learn something new about myself, and I learn how to kind of navigate it a little bit more. And you both have just really put like your little stamps in my life, and I really appreciate that.
Right back at you.
You getting
Definitely.
green stamps from each one of them?
Oh, that would be great.
What'd you say?
Are you getting green stamps? Yes, and
Oh,
each
yeah.
green stamps.
I almost thought you said food stamps. I was like, well, I mean,
Only people over the age of 40 will probably understand the green stamp thing.
So are we all going to make a date to go to Whitney Murdoch?
yeah.
That'd be fun.
Let's
Yeah.
set it in stone. Let's get it done. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Actually, I've never been to the Whitney Murdoch.
I'm not
yet.
the organizer.
I'll do it. I'll organize it.
We could have Kayla do it too. She's like the master of logistics.
Yeah.
I was
She'll
just
get us all the
talking to
best deals on
Kayla.
everything.
I was just talking to Kayla about organizing a trip out to go get my car in California. And she's like, give a few points of places you want to stop at, and we'll make this big plan. I'm like, yes. So
I'll go.
it'll be
Yeah.
fun.
I got to work for a living.
I just felt like it was that Peanuts episode when he's like, you know, the Christmas one, I think, where he's like, I got a rock.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just want to be a dentist.
Yeah, I want to be a dentist. Herbie wants to be a dentist. Those are great.
I tell you, it's funny. We work a lot with the Salvation Army. And when people send in toys for the Toys for Tots, there's always the toys that come in like in boxes that are broken, or boxes that are like missing the label, or toys without boxes. And they put them in these big boxes, and they call them the misfit toys.
Oh yeah.
So every year they're like, we've got a bunch of misfit toys for Santa, and they load up our cars with them so that when we visit these children in their homes, the kids who can't go out or whatever, we're always dropping off these little toys to all the kids. I mean, the toys are perfect. It was just the boxes or, you know, whatever. But like, it's the misfit toys. It's like, just like the best part. We love it. We go, oh, the misfit toys. Like we got them off the island.
I'm the squirt gun that squirts jelly.
You know what's funny about that is I think the squirt gun that squirts jelly is the most normal out of all of them. It's not his fault that someone put jelly in him.
You realize those are all mental disorders, right?
Yep. The doll is for depression.
Oh shit. No, I did not realize that.
Everybody's always like, what's wrong with a little doll? Why is she a misfit toy?
Well,
She
right,
had
yeah.
depression. So if you go through Jack in the Box was if you look at them and you really like think about them,
No
it's
shit.
all different.
Yeah, I
mental
just
health-
ruined that movie for
all
you, didn't
different
I?
mental health issues.
My childhood's ruined.
You feel different. You're not like the others. Your colors are wrong. Things like that.
Yeah, an elephant with polka dots, right? Or whatever it was, yeah.
Yep.
Or train with square wheels.
Train with square wheels. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think about it. It's about children who are different, who need to
Committed
be
murder of a bird that couldn't fly.
fly.
Yeah.
But it's all about children and being inclusive and loving everybody, no matter what you look like, how you represent yourself, things like that. That's what that movie was all about.
That's okay.
I
I'll
love
have to
that.
rewatch that with that in mind. Yeah.
Now you're gonna watch it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nobody really thought about it, but that's what the
Somebody
movie's
did.
intention was.
No shit.
Hmm.
The more you know.
Sometimes the less you want to know.
Yeah.
And now you'd be like, oh, that poor train. Oh,
The train, yeah, the poor girl. Oh man, this has been awesome. It's been really cool talking with you guys and just getting to hang out. I mean, anytime we get to hang out is good in my book.
Definitely.
Like you're doing a podcast. I feel like we're like having dinner, sitting and chatting.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like a podcast. Yeah, it's just we're just hanging out on Zoom.
It's just very comfortable, and it's
we appreciate you guys including us in your podcast.
Yeah.
And,
oh Christ!
Thank you so much for joining us.
Can't wait to work with you guys in person again.
Well, you said when am I gonna see you guys again? Soon, right?
Right, in a couple weeks.
Either Gorham or Jim's house.
At the where is it?
Either Gorham, New Hampshire.
May 2nd, right?
Think is there something before?
I don't know.
You're
the calendar queen.
I don't have my phone right here.
I got my phone on me right here. It's the James house is the next one that I have.
Okay.
For May 2nd. That'll be at the library in New Hampshire. But
Yes.
Jesus, you're gonna wait a whole fucking month?
What the hey?
What the hell?
Well, it's not a whole month. It's already the 6th.
Well, almost a month. It's almost yeah. Now I'm just splitting hairs here,
Well, you couldn't invite us to events when it's just you. Why is it just you and Chris?
Because Chris is Chris.
I mean, you and Scott.
You guys are welcome to any event that I do, no matter who I'm with.
Watch out, we'll show up.
I just do. I got one this Friday in Augusta, and then I got another one in Falmouth on Sunday.
Falmouth, Mass?
Falmouth, Maine.
Oh, Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way up there.
Yeah. Scott goes all the way down to the Cape, and he's going up higher into Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be in Augusta on Friday the 10th, and I'll be in Falmouth, Maine on the 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When we went to Augusta, that was a long ass ride home.
It was
Falmouth is not. Falmouth is south of Augusta, so that's
but when we got to the York line.
Oh yeah,
it was 25 miles an hour for 45 more miles.
Would it take almost 5 hours to get home that night?
Oof, brutal.
Wow.
So bad. But it was so worth it. It was such an
that's right. And that was that shitty weather night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. That's right, because you guys got home like an hour and a half past when you thought you were gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got home safe.
It was, you know what? It was well worth it because that night was amazing.
Just for the shorts.
Just for the shorts.
Like I said, stay on the podcast after we're done. I'm going to tell you what that guy said to me afterwards. You're going to fucking laugh your balls off.
Well, I appreciate everybody.
Thank you guys. Thank everybody with the comments.
I didn't
thank
get
everybody
the chat.
who's watching.
I apologize, but thank you everybody for the kind words, and go out and enjoy your night and relax, and
that's right.
Just make them smile.
Yes.
That's
thank you.
Well, we will be back again at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Monday night next week, and we have some amazing guests that we've got booked through the rest of the month. So we will see you all soon, and good night.
Peace, guys.